Good evening. What can the city of Austin do to save folks in their homes from severe floods? What must it do? Well, the city manager now releasing a lengthy document looking into the response to the heavy rains and flooding we had last Halloween. KXAN's Angie Bevan breaks it down and has reaction.
It's been like a nightmare.
Jose Alcantar and his wife Manuela still vividly remember October 31st.
We were in the house since the flood. We were in the water for 5 hours.
We're trying.
The entire neighborhood is still recovering. Mike Espinoza's home is coming along bit by bit.
Being able to wash your hands in a sink, you know, I mean, man.
He says the city really helped out with debris removal and security, but he agrees with the negatives in the city manager's report.
So I really wish that we had more help right at the beginning at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning.
The 86-page report notes more than 200 findings. One main focus is communication lapses, like the warning system, evacuation notice, and language barriers.
Well, it would have been great if the city used a reverse 911 system to call out and let us know that, hey, you know, you're going to be underwater here pretty soon, so find higher ground. They could have related in Spanish and English.
The report also says water rescues fell short, that boats didn't get to where they needed to be.
You know, I saw maybe one boat that came up the street and drove around, but I didn't see anybody get picked up.
Espinoza hopes this report is just the beginning of the conversation.
I really wish that the city of Austin came by and talked to the folks here and conducted more surveys.
In Southeast Austin, Angie Bevan, KXAN News.
Now, since the floods, KXAN's looked into several issues in that report. Our investigator Robert Maxwell examining why some key flood gauges failed during the storm. The U.S. Geological Survey runs those gauges, and our city relies on the data to warn us about danger. But the Halloween flood overwhelmed some gauges. They stopped working. That delayed getting out warnings. According to the report, the city now has an agreement with USGS to improve 4 of those gauges to make sure they can send accurate data in a severe flood. We also took a closer look at communications breakdowns and a lack of rescue boats during the time the creek was flooding. You can see those investigations online right now, anytime at KXAN.com. We've got a link in this story on our front page.